involuntary lethal injection. That's what Brian Kilmeade of Fox News suggested that our government do with mentally ill homeless people who the government will pick up as they clean American cities. This is Law and Society. Please subscribe. Are we really here? Is this where we are? Are there really people other than Brian who believe the solution to mental illness and homelessness is to have the state kill those people? Because if we are in far deeper, in a darker place than I ever imagined. Fox News has made no statement about Brian's suggestion. There's been no apology from the network. Donald Trump has not pushed back on that rhetoric. And in the media frenzy in the aftermath of Charlie Kirk's murder, the story of a Fox host suggesting the government kill mentally ill homeless people got buried. Because it just wasn't sensational enough. After all, what good are homeless people? What good are mentally ill people, or poor people, or gay people, or trans people, or people of color, or women, other than to be baby factories? What good are all those others other than the straight white man if they're not purposed to serve their white masters? It used to be lynch them. Now it is involuntary lethal injection. Problem solved. I hope you realize how batshit crazy that is. I had questions about where Donald Trump would confine the mentally ill homeless people when he issued his July executive order targeting the homeless and mentally ill. It hinted towards putting them in jails without due process, without cause, other than the fact that they're mentally ill and are homeless. And that would violate basic habeas corpus principles. That would be an illegal detention without cause. But now we've leapt onto a whole new league. During that conversation in Fox and Friends, when the other host was talking about, at some point we're going to have to round them up and put them in jails. And then it goes to Brian saying, or, involuntary lethal injection or something, kill them. And you look at the other host's face and his eyes had popped out like, oh, we just went to a whole new league. We just went to a whole different place. Now we have to wait and see if Donald picks up the lethal injection talking point from Brian of Fox. Or we have to wait and see until after Donald's regime, the evil destruction he may bring upon mentally ill, homeless people in all of those private internment camps. Remember, the world didn't know the horrors of Hitler's Nazi regime until after the war ended and Allied forces went into the concentration camps and liberated people left behind in those death camps. Beware of everything that is being said on Fox News, which is effectively state propaganda, and link it to what Donald Trump is doing and how far he's willing to go. And what we come to know and how much we don't know. We know the name of Kilmar Abrego Garcia because he has been made famous, but he is just the standard bearer of so many other people who were illegally removed and then finally deported to Venezuela. People, thousands of them, are currently detained in various detention centers all around the country. And that includes thousands of children. So keep this in mind, that this is not just harmless banter. Whenever you talk about killing other people, like a large group of people, like homeless people, a good chunk of whom are U.S. veterans. You talk about involuntary lethal injection or something, just kill them. Fox should fire Brian Kilmeade. That should be the least of the things that Fox does to Brian. He should be banned from the airwaves for saying what he did. Thank you for listening.